teenage girl, a fatal bullet, a city in mourning, and a nation once again searching for justice. It's Lagos, Nigeria, May 26, 2020. 16-year-old Tina Ezekwe walks to the bus stop near her home in Bariga. She's quiet, reserved. But in a matter of seconds, everything changes, and a single bullet ends her life. This is the story of Tina Ezekwe and the gun that didn't need to go off. Tina wasn't a protester. She wasn't breaking curfew. She wasn't armed. She was just standing there. That night, two police officers from the Bariga Police Division, Assistant Superintendent Theophilus Otobo and Inspector Oguntoba Olamigoke, are stationed at a pinned-down point location by the Bega area near the Iyana Oworo bus stop. They are not chasing criminals. They are not under threat. They were enforcing a nationwide COVID-19 curfew. A bus driver reportedly tries to dodge arrest and then shots ring out. One bullet hits the driver, another hits Tina. The impact is devastating. The bullet tears through the upper side of her left thigh, and then she collapses. Chaos erupts and people scatter. Tina bleeds on the concrete. In a rare moment of irony, it is the police themselves who rush her to the hospital. There, doctors fight to save her. For 2 days, she clings to their life. But on March 28, Tina is gone. Dead at 16. A life with dreams now becomes a name on a hashtag. The news spreads like wildfire. Hashtag Justice for Tina begins trending on social media. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. From celebrities to activists, Nigerians unite in outrage. Tina's face is everywhere, not because she's famous, but because she could have been anyone. From Oworo to Bariga, the anger builds. A protest is planned at the very spot she was shot. Organizers urge people to wear black, bring placards, carry masks and sanitizers. But above all, demand justice. Efam Harris writes, Tina is a young boy with an iPhone. Tina is the woman who sells clothes. Tina is the man returning home from work. Tina is all of us. In the face of the pandemic, Nigerians brave the risk of infection to raise their voices against another disease, police brutality. The Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Hakeem Odumosu, issues a statement. He expresses sympathy and orders an in-depth investigation. He arrests the officers involved. ASP Otobo and Inspector Olamigoke are subjected to internal disciplinary proceedings. The premise? If they are found guilty, they will face the full weight of the law. But the public has heard this before. They've seen names changed and faces forgotten, files closed quietly in the back office. Because Tina wasn't the first. Before Tina, there was Kolade Johnson. Before Kolade, there was Chima Ikwunadu. Before Chima, there were hundreds more, shot, beaten, disappeared, by the very people who were meant to protect them, the Nigerian police force. Underpaid, undertrained, and often unchecked. In the hands of the wrong officer, a weapon becomes an invitation to abuse. And in Tina's case, that invitation was accepted. The officers fired live round into a busy public space without immediate cause. Musa Yakubu, 35, was also hit. He survives. Tina does not. Their only crime, being present. It wasn't self-defense. It wasn't crossfire. It was a misfire, a reckless, irreversible mistake. ASP Otobo and Inspector Olamigoke claimed they didn't mean to shoot Tina. But that's the problem. In Nigeria, intent is often enough to kill, but rarely enough to convict. Many Nigerians know the feeling. The roadside tension when a police van pulls over. The questions asked without explanations, and the rifles always too ready. And when the encounters go wrong, there are investigations, sometimes arrests, occasionally suspensions, but justice? Rare. Prosecutions? Scarce. Convictions? Almost never. Because the same system that trained and arms these officers is the one that shields them when things go wrong. Tina never signed up to be a symbol. She never set out to be remembered this way. But in death, she became a spark. A reminder that no one is safe in a country where holding a badge can sometimes mean holding a license to kill. Her death helped fuel renewed calls to #EndSARS, a movement against police brutality that had long been ignored. By October of 2020, the streets of Lagos, Abuja, and other cities were filled with protesters, many holding signs bearing her name. Tina's story was no longer a headline. It was a rallying cry. Here's a twist. The bullet that killed Tina was fired during a curfew, meant to save lives during a pandemic. But in trying to enforce safety, the police became the danger. The virus didn't take her, the gun did. A gun held by an officer, and a badge carried by a man trained to protect her. As of today, no public record confirms that ASP Otobo or Inspector Olamigoke have been convicted in court after their arrest. Investigations were launched, hearings promised. But the Nigerian justice system is slow and often silent. For Tina's family, that silence is a second death. No closure, no justice, only a void. And for Nigerians watching, there's this question that haunts us all. If it happened to Tina, what makes me any different? Tina Ezekwe didn't die in a war zone. She wasn't a criminal. She wasn't violent. She was 16, standing at a bus stop, and was shot by a man in uniform. Her name is Tina Ezekwe, and she should still be alive. #Justice for Tina isn't just a hashtag. It's a demand, a warning, and above all, it's a reminder that the fight for justice in Nigeria is far from over. Until justice is no longer a privilege, but a guarantee, Tina's story will remain unfinished. Our hearts go out to her surviving family. May she be of blessed memory. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts of this case with us in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. If you like content like this, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, this is A Very Nigerian Crime.